Greetings from the far side of the galaxy. I'm Fury, your host the most, here with some fun facts. I don't have much to say here, so let's just dive right in. Number 1. Briefly, in Chapter 8, I don't really remember, you can come across Christine singing a song. The song's name is All I Ask of You, and it's from the musical Phantom of the Opera. Very fitting, since Christine is based on Christine Daae from the aforementioned musical, which is fact number 2. For fact number 3, did you know we never actually get to see Azazel? The form we see in Tokyo is his restrained, minute self due to the chains he's wearing. Number 4, while we never get to see his true form, we do get it described to us very briefly. It's in the Summer Seaside School With You event, and it's described as being a 7-headed snake with 14 faces and 12 wings. This description of Azazel's true form is lifted from the Apocalypse of Abraham, basically verbatim. Number 6, his false form of a goat is a reference to the scapegoat rite, where in Jewish tradition a goat was sent out into the wilderness bearing people's sins. Number 7, the character who has gone the longest without a limited unit is Kirito, appearing way back in Chapter 2. Number 8, if we ask who's had the longest to get a limited unit after getting a playable normal unit, then the answer would be Garmir. He was introduced way back in Chapter 3 but still doesn't have one. Number 9, do any of you know the game Chemo Coliseum? It's another game in the same genre as HOUSMAO, and the two share a few backgrounds, notably these 3. Be sure to thank Metavox in the comments for helping me find the backgrounds. Did you know that an awful lot of world reps are related to their world's exile? Starting from top to bottom, or well, bottoms to tops, with number 10, Michael is their younger brother. Number 11, Fu Shi is their older brother. Number 12, Temujin is their sworn brother, so they're not technically related by blood, but hey, whatever. Number 13, Perun is their cousin. Number 14 is a slight side note. Chernobog is Perun's uncle and the father of Velis, the world's exile, and Volos. Number 15, Marduk is their son, Tiamat being the mother goddess of Mesopotamian myth. Number 16, Tezcatlipoca is their older brother. Number 17, Shiva could be considered the exiled Kamadeva's uncle. That's because him, Brahma, Kamadeva's father, and Vishnu were born from the same being. Number 18, Horus would be their nephew. Number 19, Yoritomo has the same father but a different mother, making him their older half-brother. Number 20, Azathoth would be their father. Number 21, Baelor would be their grandfather. Number 22, Zeus is technically Eurinome's great-grandchild. Number 23, and Cupid, Olympus's stand-in world representative, is her great-grandchild. That's because Cupid's mother, Aphrodite, was born of Cronus's cut-off testicles and the sea, that being Eurynome. And finally, number 24, Amaterasu would be their older sister. Turns out HOUSMAO isn't a love story, it's a found family story in that the protagonist keeps finding family members no one told them about. Number 25, you know the 3 but technically like 5 prodigies? They all have their summoner's mark in the same place, that being the center of their chest. Be sure to thank Garyon LaFay for this and the previous fun facts in the comments below. Since we're halfway through the video, now's the time I shill my Ko-fi and Patreon. YouTube really doesn't like the idea of monetizing my videos, and can you blame them? Have you seen my thumbnails? Number 26, barring a few weird exceptions, there's only one character whose summoner's mark we just don't know. That being Alice. Number 27, do you know Turing's summoner's mark? It's hard to see, we can't even tell what it is, but it's right here over his heart. Number 28, the 2 Tokyoites who don't have a summoner's mark are Gunzo and Motosumi. Number 29, have you ever noticed that both Q Sith and Kate Sith's name end in the same way? That's because they're both hidden Sith lords plotting the downfall of the city to turn it into the first galactic empire. That's because they're both from Irish folklore, where Sith literally means fairy in Gaelic. Q Sith meaning dog fairy and Kate Sith meaning cat fairy. Number 30, the same can be said of Linan Seed, whose name translates into fairy lover or fairy mistress. Number 30, you know these mobs, the Slimeliers? That name is a reference to sommelier, a fancy French word for a wine expert. Number 32. Did you ever notice that on his barista skin, Shinya has 2 buttons? One for Terramati and one for Kalki, and now we just need Life Wonders to add those to the store. Number 32. Another minor sprite detail you probably didn't notice is that each of the Barons are wearing different necklaces. Each of their necklaces have the name of a different Roman god on them, or maybe they have the name of a different planet. I don't really know. Number 33. Yet another minor detail you probably missed is that the wyvern's eyes aren't actually orange. If you look real closely, you can see their actual white eye underneath. Number 34. That orange thing is likely a nictitating membrane, a translucent eyelid used to keep stuff out. The wyverns likely have these to keep their eyes safe from the wind as they fly. Number 35. Also, pay attention to the next time you see the cat mobster. I'm not sure if it's an unused asset or what, but within the game's files exists a version of the cat mob blepping. I know this video is a little short, but I am sick, so this is the best we're getting. Now it's time to do our Patreon shoutouts. For our 3 stars, we have special thanks to 87 Werehog, Deku, Zora Chow, Joran, Garan Lafay, Yara Fernandez, and Kayun. For 4 stars, we have Miki Moon, the Primal Being. For our Super D-Tuper special 5-star shoutouts, we have Unknown RC, the Mercenary Fur Hire. Then Vanilla Flower, the Assembled Nightingale. And Poor Mage, the Iceblade Dragon. Next, Sky King 64, the Thunder Dragon Titan. Finally, Mahagasaur, the Dragon Lord of the Dark World. Thank you for watching, and as always, this is your host Fury signing out.